CAT 2024, slot 2 LRDI, puzzle number 2. The puzzle 1 we have already solved, quite easy, doable. The slot 1 was very easy. Slot 2 also seems to the same pattern, like it is also not that tough. Let's start the puzzle number 2. Puzzle number 2 of slot 2. There are 8 gymnastics, numbered 1 through 8, underwent a training camp where they were coached by 3 coaches, Xena, Yuki, and Zara. So let's write first of all their names. Their first is Xena, then we have Yuki, and then we have Zara. Then they say each coach train at least 2 players, so they're going to train at least, that means greater than equal to 2. Everybody should train. So it's very important to write every information, to summarize every information. That's why we keep on writing the small hints, so we do not need to read the English again. Now let's go further. Yuki trained only even numbered players, so Yuki can train only even number, that means 2, 4, 6, and 8. Yuki can train 2, 4, 6, and 8. And Zara trained only odd numbers. So Zara can train only 1, 3, 5, or 7. Nothing has been told about Xena, so that means Xena can coach any number. After the camp, the coaches evaluated the players, gave integer ratings and important information to the respective players trained by them on a scale 1 to 7, 1 the lowest, 7 the highest. So that's how the rating goes for satisfaction surveys also, if we talk about the additional information. Let's start doing it. Xena trained more players than Yuki, that means Xena gonna train more players than Yuki, तो greater than equal, greater than का sign हमने लगा दिया. So this information is done. Player 1 and player 4 were trained by the same coach, while the coaches who trained 2, 3, and 5 were all different. So 1 and 4, odd number, even number, both are trained by same coach. That means that has to be Xena. X. So X has coached player number 1. X has coached player number 4. Now that is definitely sure. Now 2, 3, and 5 are all different. Now 2, 3, 5 are all different. So that means this person can only train even number. That means Y has to train 2. That's for sure. For 3 and 5, we do not have a confirmation. So 3 or 5 can be here, and 3 or 5, one of them will be here. The trainers we are writing X, Y, and J. The next information, use every single information immediately so we will not get confused. So after number 3, player 5 and 7 were trained by same coach and got the same rating. All other players got a unique rating. Player 5 and 7 were trained by same coach. It can't be Y. It can be either Z or X. Now one thing to understand, if I put under X, if I put, let's say, 5, the 7 has to be here. Or if I put under Z, then 5, 7 has to be here. Now just think about one thing. Like if we have 5 and 7 both here, in this case, Z could train 1, 3, 5, 7. So now that means 1, 5, 7 are being trained by X people. Z will train only 3. There's no other odd number available, and one person has to, every coach has to train at least 2. That means 5 and 7 can't be here. That means this place is for 3, and this place is for 5 and 7. So Z has trained 5 as well as 7. Going further, there one more thing they said, the average of these two gonna be same. So they're gonna have same average. Rating, I mean, sorry. They're gonna get same rating. The average of ratings of all the players were 4. Now there are 8 players. Average 4. That means the total gonna be 8 into 4, 32. The formula for average, sum of the terms divided by number of terms. The total gonna be average into number of terms. So numbers multiplied by average. Numbers were 8, average is 4. So we got 8 into 4. 32 is the total score if I add all the ratings of all the players. Player 2 got the highest rating. That means player 2 gonna get a rating of 7, let's say. 2 gonna get a rating of 7. Let's write this with the different color so it will not confuse us. 2 gonna get a rating 7. Now average of ratings of the players trained by Yuki was twice. So Yuki has the average of ratings, it is twice of the players trained by Xena and two more than that of the players trained by Zara. So if I take Xena average as X, so again writing in blue ratings here, so we are writing in the blue, it is X, Yuki has to be 2X, and Xena has to be 2X minus 2. This is according to question ATQ as per the statement APS. The average of the rating of player trained by Yuki was twice than Xena, so Xena has X, Yuki is 2X. And for Yuki it is 2 more than that of Zara, so Zara has 2X minus 2. Now player 4 rating was double of player's 8, so rating of 4 is double 2 multiplied by 8, rating of 8, and less than that of player 5. That means player 5 gonna have higher rating than player 4. So we have summarized all the information. Now let's start the question. The first question says, what can be concluded about the number of players coached by Zara? Now, how many players Zara has coached? Clearly, we can see here. Zara has coached 1 and 3. She can't coach because 1 and 3 are already with the X. So that means Zara has coached only 2 players. That is 5 and 7. So this thing is done. That means exactly 2. That is the answer I get. Quite simple, quite clear. The second question they have, what was the rating of player 7? Now, player 7, what is the rating the player 7 got? So, rating, we have to solve it now. Now, for ratings, if we talk about, we know Zara has 5 and 7, 2 players with it. There are two more players are left, player number 6 and player number 8. 2 has already gone, this is already gone. Now, if I have 6 and 8 both here at Y, then the sign I made that X is having more players than Y, that will be false. But we can't do that. That means out of 6 and 8, one has to be here with Y and other has to be with X, or it can be anything like this. So that means X gonna train 4 people, Y gonna train 2 people, Z gonna train 2 people again. That means the average which we have, this is the average. So the total number, total sum gonna be X into 4, 4X plus 2 into 2X, that is again 4X, plus they are again 2 people, 2 into 2X minus 2, that is 4X minus 4. That has to be equal to total sum that we have 32. That means 12X, that is equal to 36, and X has to be 3. That means the averages which we have here, this is average 3, this is 2 into 3, average going to be 6, and the average 2X minus 2 has to be 4. These are the final averages we're gonna have. So we are making it very comfortable. Every information is being used and we are getting all the information, all the answers right. Now the question, player 7, what rating he can get? We know 5 and 7 gonna get both the same rating because that's what is marked here. Same ratings, player 5 and player 7. And if both of them gonna get same rating and the average is 4, that means both has a rating of 4 and 4. That means the answer to the next question which I have, that is what was the rating of player 7? That should be 4. That is my answer. That is here. The next question which we have, what was the rating of player 6? The player 6 rating, let's find it out. Now, if I know Y has a average of 6, that means the total rating for Y has to be 12, sum of both the ratings. So whosoever 6 or 8, that has to be 5. Now, one thing we know that 5R has a rating more than 4R. That means 4 rating of 4 has to be less than 5 because rating of 5 is 4. That means rating of 4, player number 4 has to be less than 4. It can be 3, 2, and 1. And we know it's twice. Every rating is integer. That means this rating should be equal to 1. and we that means 8 can't be here. That means we should have 6 here, and we should have 8 here. And the rating of 8 will be 1. Rating of 4 is twice of that, that is 2, and that is less than rating of 5. That means the question which we have, what is the rating of player number 6? The answer is 5. Next question it is, for how many players the rating can be determined with certainty? So we know the rating for both these players. We know the rating for both these players. And here we know for 4 and 8. 1 and 3 we can't. No, we know the total going to be 3 into 4, 12. And all the people have different rating. And this is 2 plus 1, 3. The remaining is 9. So 1, 2, 3. We are left with 3 or 6. So it can be 3 or 6. And here also it can be 3 or 6. So the total has to be 9 plus 3, 12. That is 12 divided by 4 is 3. But we are not sure one has rating 3 or 6 or 3 has rating 3 or 6. That means for 6 players we are damn sure that the ratings are with us. So we have it for 6 people. The last question which is attached to it, that is who all were players trained by Xena. Now Xena player did the 4-1. The 4 players 1, 4, 3 and 8. That is 1, 3, 4 and 8. That is the answer. That is all. Doable. Quite easy. If you have liked the explanation, if you have understood it well, would really appreciate it when may like, comment, and share it with their friends so maximum people can take the benefit. Thank you so much for watching.